Hello everybody, my name is Brianna and I am Pyro Stitches here on YouTube and on Instagram, and I decided I'm gonna make a Flosstube. I've been debating it for a while since I started watching Flosstube earlier this year, like December, January time, when everyone was doing WIP parades, and I was like, whoa, there's a lot out here I didn't know about. I was like into cross stitching since 2019. I had a tiny little Christmas cross stitch with my stuff for some reason when I was at college, and I was like, what if I just did this? And then I did that, and then it just kind of went from there, especially when the 2020 happened, and I suddenly had a lot of free time because I wasn't, walking around on campus. I was sitting at my apartment for months at a time, basically. A little bit about me. I am 23 years old. I am currently unemployed, trying to find work. It's actually surprisingly hard here. I was a pharm sci major. I do science, so I call myself a scientist. I'm technically a published scientist, all that kind of thing. But it's just hard. But that's not what you're here for. You're here for cross stitch. And I don't have many WIPs. I'm kind of a semi-monogamous stitcher. I usually have some kind of stitch along going, and then a project I work on when I finish the stitch along for the month. So we're gonna start with my most recent WIP. I know most people go the other way, but I've just been having so much fun with this one. And this is the Meloca Designs. They're free sal. I'm pretty sure it's a squirrel, but whatever. Here's what I've done so far. I'm a good chunk of the way through part one. I just really love how the colors look. The fun little patterns make it seem like each little section, like this little like blue and orange section, it's like, oh, I finished the thing. So it's like really fast actually, because it's like, oh, look at me finishing all these little things. It feels like I'm doing really well. That one's super nice. That is on some 14 count black Ada. Just kind of had it around. I have no idea where I got it. I've had this one for a long time, since I started. The next WIP I have is, sorry for that if that's loud, is the stitch along I've been working on all year, and it is the Farming Magic Sal by FlossyFoxShop. It is absolutely huge and stunning. I absolutely love it. Look at all the cute little animals. I'm very partial to the little goat. Oh, I can't see the goat. There's the goat. The most recent part was the big red barn. Took me much longer than any of the other parts for some reason. Not sure. Probably just because it was the most like in one place stitching of this whole project. This is on some 16 count Ada I got from Michaels, and I dyed it blue myself. I do lots of tie-dye. As you can tell, I'm wearing a tie-dye shirt. My plan, now this is not the place for it, my plan is to wear a different tie-dye shirt for my video, because I have lots of them that I've made over the past year. Yeah, last year. And this is a needle minder I actually made myself, and that's why it's kind of iffy looking, and you can see the magnet through it. It was the first one I made, and I didn't know exactly if the magnet would fall all the way through the resin, and it 100% did, but it works well. And it's very cute. It's a little owl. Pink, purple, and blue, because bisexual. Love those colors. Sorry for the quick change. I'd actually forgotten to grab one, and this is, you probably know it from tons of the other Flosstube girlies, the Manning May Sals, And here's the one I picked. I picked September. And here's the progress I've made on it so far. I stitch it every Sunday, except when I was debating doing this past week when I finished the stitch along and I hadn't started the Meloca free one yet. So this actually got an extra day. Otherwise, I've only been doing it on Sundays. Absolutely beautiful. I'm loving the colors. This is on 14 count. I can't remember what they call it. It's like that off-white Aida. This is also a needle minder that I made. I don't remember on the first project, that needle minder, the little amethyst. I don't remember who did it, but I'll put their name back there and here again. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving this. I saw a bunch of people being like, oh, it's like meditative stitching. And I was like, it's got a bunch of colors. I don't know about that. But it really is. It's like very, very calming. I was actually sorry about that. I was actually recently volunteering and I get a lot of anxiety. I'm a very anxious person. And so that's why I started doing it on Sundays to help calm me down before going in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then things happen there and can't I completely forgot. This is Carolyn Manning Designs, by the way. The Manning base, so you know, September. It's part of the little like months of the year, I believe, like Cam the Stitcher's doing April, that kind of thing. So now I'm moving on to WIPs that I don't actively work on right now because for one reason or another. So one of them was the very first full coverage I tried. It was a gift from my grandmother and I only got this far because I was like, this is awful. Because I was trying to do it like each color at a time, each little section. I didn't know about any of the different methods, so I definitely want to pick this back up with the methods. I don't know where she got this kit, I'll be honest. Here's like what it would look like. It's a, I don't know if Mo Hugh cross stitch is the person, the brand, if it's the title of this piece, no idea. But here it is. It's a beautiful little like wintry scape. Lots of blues, lots and lots of blues. I think it's like only blues and blacks, honestly. Maybe a little bit of white in there. And yeah, I'm actually really hoping to start that one again soon. Recently things have been a little chaotic and I don't know how I would do with a complete like full coverage like this. You know, like the littler full coverage like the Carolyn Manning piece, like, you know, that's fine. But like the concept of doing something like major, a little scary, honestly. And then here is one of the WIPs I was working on so well. I was really loving it. And then I realized I don't think I have enough space for the whole thing on this piece of Aida. This is a 14 count from Michaels. It's like the DMC like special colored one. I don't know how well it's picking it up. It is from BubbleKnitStitch, BubbleKnitStitch, something like that. I'll put the real name. I just looked it up too, and I remember the bubble and the stitch, but that's about it. The shop's on vacation right now, so I don't know how well you'll be able to look it up. But it's actually honey. It's called honey, I think. It's got like the chemical compounds of different parts of honey, and it's supposed to have big old bees. And as I got down here, I was like, I don't know if I have enough room for those bees, because it is very close. I gave myself very little room up here, and it still wasn't enough. I thought it was going to be. I've been debating what to do with this, because I don't want to restart it, because I got pretty far. I mean, not really. It didn't take that long either. It's not that very, like, intensive. Especially since, like, oh, I know this stuff. You know, I took OChem, I took biochem, I took computational organic chemistry. That was a class That was a class like right before the lockdowns in 2020, and it was like that last quarter that we were actually in person, and then the finals were online, and I was like, I don't have a computer that can actually run this. I can't do the final. And he was like, okay. Anyway. And I was thinking, for this piece, I was thinking maybe doing 3D beads. Like, try and fill out as much of the compounds as I can. And doing like a 3D bead on like some other Ada and like stitching it onto it somehow. I'm not entirely sure. I'd love any advice you guys have for this. Just because I really, really love this piece. I'm not sure what to do because like starting over would just make me really sad. Make me really sad, you know? I could just cut it off. But I don't want to do that either. It's a really fun piece. I'm sure I hope I put a picture up. If I didn't, here it is. But yeah, I really want to continue this one. I think it would look really pretty on the wall. I don't have any cross stitch out here, but all my cross stitch is in my office, which I share with my partner. And the office is a very small kids room that we share, and it's a mess. It's a mess. Let's be honest. This is the loft area, general area of the house. I live with my mother and my older brother and my partner. So I found like the one time nobody's here. Well, my partner's in here because he's a little gamer boy. He likes to, you know, sleep at random times. But otherwise nobody else is here except the cat's probably listening to me downstairs. I don't cross stitch downstairs. I try and keep cat hair to a minimal in my projects. Most of the time it works out pretty well. I get my hair in the projects though because I have crazy thick shitty hair. So now that that's all my WIPs. Sorry, it's already done. But I actually kind of want to go into some plans for the channel and cross stitching in general. Major plan is of course continuing on with this one right now. Part 6 of the Farming Magic style when that comes out. And we're also getting into summer, and I've been debating a few things because I might not look it right now, but I am a Halloween girly. I love the aesthetics of Halloween. I don't really do anything, like I don't watch horror movies. I don't eat a bunch of candy. I just kind of spread out my candy through the year anyway. So I've been debating starting something with that because I accidentally dyed some Ada. I was trying to dye brown, orange, bright orange. It's like, okay. So I have that. So that might be something where I might start a Halloween stitch soon. I recently got 2 different issues of just cross stitch, the Halloween ones from like the 2010s, I don't know, 2015, 2013, and 2015 maybe? Some kind of older ones. And there's a beautiful little like witch with an owl. I don't know if I'll put a picture in or not, but I might do that. I don't know when I'm gonna start Halloween. Probably July I'll start Halloween stuff, so you won't see it for a little bit. But July, August is when I'm like, it's spooky season, and it's like, but summer's boring. Summer doesn't have any of those really fun holidays. Like we have like patriotic holidays, and I'm like, I'm not a huge like, I want everything to be red, white, and blue, and you know, super American kind of stuff. No, I'm good. And then I have some other things in mind. I have one of the things I know I'm gonna start soon, because I actually even have it right here. It's what I use to carry out my projects. Is I'm going to stitch on this little bag. I'm going to do mushroom food by Meloca Designs, I believe. I'll put the actual name. It was part of the Stitchers Collective Earth Day Earth Day charity bundle. The hashtag on Instagram is like Earth Day Sal for if you're working on any of the projects from it. And And it's a beautiful little mushroom piece. I'll put a picture out if I can. It's a beautiful little mushroom. And I just thought, what if I put that on a bag and then I could be that little girly with cute little mushrooms on my bag when I go to like the farmer's market like twice a year maybe. You know, I like little mushroom stuff. I think it's cute. I like cottagecore stuff. I like goth stuff. I like, I don't know, edgier stuff. I listen to punk music. Like, I listen to comedy music. Everything's a mess. I love Squishmallows. You're actually like on one of my displays of Squishmallows I moved over. To film this, yeah. Not to just breathe in everyone's ear. Here's my little orange one. I actually have the gay Mickey and Minnie behind me right now. I put my gay flag up as well, just for this video. These arts are by, I just had Studio Pen Pen. It's a little Meowth I got, and the Stardew Valley loading screen. And this over here are my graduation pictures and things. Hated my graduation experience, not going to talk about it. One of my projects I know I'm going to start, not soon, probably right after Halloween, probably like early November. I'm definitely going to be starting this. It is a Dimensions Gold kit. It is called Winter Cabin. I absolutely adore it. It has a bunch of little deer and some cardinals, beautiful winterscape, and the nice little cabin. I'm originally, I probably should have started with this. I'm originally from New Hampshire. I spent 11 of my years on Earth there, and the other 12 I spent out here in California, mostly in SoCal. But I now live in NorCal. I live in Sacramento, you know, the state capital. Which is also why it's a little hard to find a job up here, because all the biotech is San Diego, where I used to live. Anyway. Sorry. Another thing I got very recently was this little kit from Michaels. They just put out a whole bunch of new cross stitch, embroidery, punch needle. I love embroidery punch needle. I have a bunch of those. Anyway, I'm gonna start this soon. I don't do embroidery. I'm very nervous. It's gonna be very ugly, but I'll show you. I'll show you anyway. I'll do it. It's gonna be ugly. I know it will be. I don't know how to do French knots, and I think there's French knots on there. I had one cross stitch project that was a really old one that my mom had that I made for her because she can't do cross stitch anymore. And it called for French knots, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it, I'm sorry. And she was like, it's fine. It was a beautiful little wolf piece. I'll do a finished parade, I think will be my next video, because I have a lot more of that. And yeah, I'll show you that piece. Like I said, I've been unemployed since I graduated in December of 2021. Yes, I've had little things here and there that just don't work out. Anyway, so I have lots of finished projects, especially since I was such a monogamous stitcher for so long. And then I also have another kit from my grandma that I did want to show off. There's a very little picture on here. It's like a printed stitch. I don't know how well it's showing up on there, but I mean, it's got Chinese on it, so I assume it's from China. I don't know. It's a beautiful little piece with it's like a Native American girl and a white horse. My grandmother is Native American, so she does love those kinds of pieces. I know I'm very big, but my mom's a ginger, so that's why I'm very pale. Yeah. Honestly, there's not much more to show you that I brought out. So I was just gonna continue talking about some plans for the channel. I hope to do these videos probably every month. Like it'll be like a wrap up kind of thing, and probably at the end of every month. Like right now it's the end of May, just about. And that seems like that would probably be a good time, like the end of the month, show you everything I did in the month, you know, talk about the plans for the next month, which I don't think I even mentioned anything for June. June, I hope to do at least one pride stitch because, like I said, I'm bisexual, I have a partner, those kinds of things. I like gay stuff. I like the rainbow. I like the pink, blue, and purple of bisexual. I like the pinks and blues and whites of trans pride. Those kinds of things. I've done some stitches in that stuff already. I hope to either design my own or find a pattern that's, you know, either raising money, designed by a queer artist, that kind of a thing for pride. Don't have anything in mind yet. Let me know if you know anything. June, obviously, keep working on those two. The Farming Cedric Mal and the Meloca free design. Or mystery free. I don't remember exactly what they're calling it. I also don't know if there's a picture that's not the pattern that's up. I don't know if I can, how I'd be able to show the whole thing if they have a, because I know a lot of the promotional images they've been showing are like the pattern because it's free. But I'll see. Maybe I'll put somebody's like Instagram who's actually like finished part 1 and part 2 up and, you know, credit them and that kind of a thing. Yeah. So I wanted to end off by talking about the Flosstubers I watch really inspired me to make this. The first one I really found was Stem X Stitch. A fellow STEM girly. I found her videos and I fell in love. I loved them. I was like, whoa, people make these cross stitch videos. People make these cross stitch videos to begin with. I was like, okay, that's crazy. And then it was like, oh, she's someone so similar to me. Like, I wish I was in her position. I applied to grad school. I wanted to go to grad school. I'm applying again this fall, hopefully. And it was great. Love her videos. You should check her out. She does very, like, artistic ones. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it. But she does, like, both like, literally the mini art pieces and, like, she has, like, bigger ones. Like, she has a Heaven and Earth Designs one. Like, I could never. But yeah, love her videos. Love Cam the Stitcher, Marjorie Maid, the Seattle Stitcher, the Museum Stitcher, those girlies. I love their videos. Love all of them. Oh, they're so fun, and they just all, like, they stitch very similar things, but also, like, different things, so it's really fun to, like, see, like, oh, that's a cool piece, you know. Like, I'm not like a traditional, like, samplers or those kinds of things kind of person. I don't know, maybe that farming sound counts as a sample. I don't know what even makes a sampler, to be honest. I'm not one of those people. I stitch modern things. At least that's what all the Etsy posts always tag them as. This is like modern cross stitch, you know, who knows what that really means. But yeah, I love those girlies. Cinematic stitches, I think is what it's called. I also really love her stuff. Like, I'm not a horror person at all, and I'm like, slay. No, I love her stuff. Her stuff's really pretty, and it's like, would I ever stitch like that, the chopping mall or whatever she's been working on? Like, no, I don't even know I don't even know half the horror movies that those things are from. Honestly, I don't know what they're called. Love them anyway. Love that anyway. I do watch the New Hampshire Stitcher as well, mostly because, like, I was like, oh my god, my home state, cute. And then her stuff is actually also really pretty. She's also been, her and the Museum Stitcher have actually been really inspiring me to knit. My mom got me a little learn how to knit kit from Amazon. It was like, yeah, with like all the like really cheap awful yarn and the little instructions and that kind of thing. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. So for June, that's actually a June plan, is I saw this thing that was like 30 for 30 with crafting, and I know some people using it as like a continue the craft they're doing, but I want to use it to learn a new craft. I'll probably do it for more than 30 minutes a day since I'm unemployed. What else am I gonna do with my time other than cross stitch? Might be an hour for 30. Who knows? Who knows? That's putting a lot on myself. But yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to talk about right now. I don't think so. I watch a bunch more Flosstubers. I'll mention them in other videos. But yeah, let me know what you thought of everything. I know I'm like kind of a boring WIP parade because it's not much. But yeah, I hope to really make a little community. I'd love to have some cross-stitchy friends because I don't really have any friends doing this hobby or many friends in general. But anyway, it sucks when you're unemployed, move to a new area, and then just like keep getting unlucky in everything you try to do. You know. Anyway. Sorry, this has been all over the place since my first video. I'm sure I'll get better by next time. I might even record another one just to try and get in the habit. So I might do like a mid-June and then an end of June, an early June maybe. I might decide what I'm working on for Pride maybe like a little short little snippet one. But yeah, I'll probably have the Meloca. I hope I'm saying that right. It might be Meloca and not Meloca. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back in June for sure. But yeah, bye.